Spoke to Derek Chisora, who seems to think he is out of contract. He said that contract expired 2 months after the Otto Wallin fight, which was back in February 2025.
What he needs to do is stop drinking and look after his grandbabies. You know,
it's now up to Chisora to see what he can do. You know, one thing you know about Chisora, he's game, he comes to fight, and he's going to try and get himself into the real big time.
Derek Chisora breaks ties with Frank Warren ahead of Deontay Wilder clash, and the story takes shape through Chisora himself. Derek insists his contract with Frank Warren expired earlier this year, declaring himself a free agent. With his 50th fight in sight, Chisora says he's already lined up a new promoter and is targeting a massive stadium clash with Deontay Wilder.
You know, he's a free agent and he wants his 50th fight. He wants a big one. He wants it at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. He wants a big name. Deontay Wilder fits the bill. But there is this ongoing situation now with Frank Warren, who, like you said, Gareth, said that he is still under contract. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out, because I know that Frank Warren is talking about putting some big fights on in April as well. Will that clash? You know, there's talk of Derek Chisora's fight also being on Sky.
Derek Chisora takes aim at Frank Warren with zero hesitation, delivering one of his most ruthless public breakups yet. He paints a picture of boxing moving fast while certain promoters are stuck in the past, openly suggesting Warren no longer has the power to make mega fights happen. In Chisora's mind, this is evolution, not disrespect, and he's already pointing fans toward a new power broker to get the Wilder deal done.
Frank Warren can't get deals done. George can get deals done. I think if you guys want to see that fight, George has to do the deal, no Frank Warren anymore.
Frank Warren responds with visible frustration, but there's also a sense of resignation in his tone. He shifts the responsibility firmly onto Derek Chisora, making it clear the split wasn't driven from his side. Rather than chasing the narrative, Warren sounds like a promoter closing a chapter, suggesting that whatever happens next is now entirely on Chisora's shoulders, for better or worse, as the Wilder gamble gathers pace.
It is what it is. I mean, look, this has been very difficult, not down to us.
Dominic Ingles' words hit differently here. Because Derek Chisora didn't wait for the Wilder fight fallout, he struck before it. This wasn't emotional, this was surgical. Chisora cut ties, flipped the script, and refused to let anyone else control his 50th fight narrative. With April looming and Deontay Wilder waiting, this move screams one thing: Derek is all in, answers to no one, and doesn't care who feels exposed.
It's very applicable to boxing. They choose you, fighters choose you. Then they use you to get where they need to be. Then they accuse you when everything goes wrong. And when they've left and gone somewhere else, then they start to abuse you by doing interviews, slagging you off. And that happens more times than it doesn't. You get
Duke McKenzie isn't buying the chaos. From his point of view, Chisora has ripped the engine out of the car just before the biggest race of his career. Experience, trust, rhythm, gone in one move. Weeks out from facing the most dangerous puncher in boxing history, Derek has chosen disruption over stability. Bold? Absolutely. Reckless? Possibly. And against Deontay Wilder, mistakes don't get forgiven, they get punished.
I think it's a bad move.
Eddie Hearn frames this as growth, not chaos. From his angle, Derek Chisora jumping environments isn't panic, it's experience talking. This is a fighter who's seen everything, worked with everyone, and still believes there's value in fresh voices. Ahead of a career-defining 50th fight, Chisora isn't clinging to comfort. He's chasing sharp edges, new motivation, and anything that gives him even a slight advantage.
Now though, if you got what has to happen for that contract? More money?
Huh?
What has to happen for that fight? More money?
Nah, it was not about money, it was just the contract was not right. Remember I said the paperwork has to be right.
That FaceTime call changes the entire mood. No lawyers, no press releases, just Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder staring at the contract together. This suddenly feels real. This isn't promoter talk or media spin, this is fighter-to-fighter business. Chisora isn't waiting for confirmation from anyone else. He's actively locking in the biggest moment of his career, face to face with the most dangerous puncher alive.
Let's go. Let's get it.
I hope you're ready.
Oh man, if I ain't ready, then I'm gonna get ready.
I hope you are ready.
It's gonna be crazy. They buzzing too. They buzzing. buzzing.
Yeah, smoke him, get ready, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, I'm just let you know. I love you, bro, but this is gonna be the last phone call that we next time.
Derek Chisora speaks like a man who's already decided his destiny. Fight number 50 isn't a rumor, it's a mission. Grabbing the contract on stage wasn't planned, it was instinct. Pure Chisora. No hesitation, no politics, just presence. This wasn't about showmanship, it was about ownership. Derek isn't being guided anymore. He's driving straight toward Deontay Wilder, on his own terms.
Number 50, I showed it to you. I was not meant to show it to you, but I figured out I'm right here, so let's do it.
You were reluctant at the first, you weren't going to get on stage, and then you waited. Was that all planned?
Nah, I don't plan things, I just decided to get.
Francis Warren sounds less like a critic and more like a worried voice from the inside. His message is clear. Deontay Wilder isn't just another opponent. He's a career-altering risk. This isn't about rankings or money. It's about survival. Warren paints Wilder as pure danger, a heavyweight anomaly whose power doesn't fade with age. For Derek Chisora, stepping into that fire at this stage isn't brave in their eyes. It's reckless.
Fight Wilder. It's the one fighter that, out of all of them, I just think it'd be a disaster for him. Doesn't need that, he's just, if he was going to fight on, but don't do that. That's it's the hardest punch in heavyweight, probably in heavyweight history. I think if you look at the stats, and I just think if Derek, and I think he's probably a little bit older than me, Derek. So I just think whatever condition you're in, he's you're going up against the guy who punches hard.
Eddie Hearn doesn't sugarcoat reality. From his perspective, this is a high-risk gamble where the odds lean heavily toward disaster. He acknowledges Derek's toughness, but the deeper the fight goes, the louder the danger sirens get. Wilder doesn't need momentum, he only needs one moment. Hearn's assessment turns the bout into a ticking clock, where every round survived feels borrowed, and every exchange could end everything.
Do you believe that Derek Chisora can beat Deontay Wilder?
I think he's a big underdog in the fight, and I think he may also get knocked out in the fight. If he gets past 5 or 6 rounds with Deontay Wilder, he's banging that fight. He might not get through 5 or 6 rounds with Deontay Wilder, but he's fighting.
Tyson Fury flips the narrative completely. Where others see danger, he sees drama and destiny. Having shared the ring with both men, Fury backs Chisora with raw belief, not logic. This isn't analysis, it's emotion, pride, and loyalty. He frames Derek as a throwback warrior, a man built for chaos. In Fury's eyes, this isn't about Todd's or decline. It's about heart, momentum, and a statement finish.
So I've just seen that Chisora and Deontay Wilder are going to do a fight. I think this is a great fight. I've fought both of these men 3 times each, actually. Just thought of that. And I think it's a very, very good fight. But on this one, I'm going to go with my boy, Del Boy, War Chisora for a stoppage. Get up there, Derek! Come on! It's coming home. And there should be a belt on the line too. So one of you sanctioning bodies, you got 2 legendary fighters here. A champion, world champion with 10 title defences from the USA, and an absolute warlord from the United Kingdom who's fought everybody, never ducked anybody, and would have been a good heavyweight in any era. Derek Chisora.
Adam Smith captures the intrigue perfectly. Derek Chisora stepping into his 50th fight against Deontay Wilder isn't just another bout. It's a heavyweight spectacle built on experience, power, and legacy. While Wilder still carries the single most devastating punch in modern boxing, questions about his timing and durability have surfaced since the Fury trilogy. Chisora, on the other hand, has been methodically grinding, staying sharp and hungry. Smith nails the anticipation, emphasizing the unique buildup, the stakes, and the historic significance of a milestone fight.
It's a fantastic, almost, you could say a 50-50. We don't know what Wilder's got left. Obviously, he possesses the biggest, probably single punch power since an early Shavers, but he didn't look great. Well, hasn't looked great, has he, for the last couple of years, probably since the Fury trilogy. And Derek continues to keep grinding results out, and once that 50th fight, it will be a fantastic build-up, we know. It looks like it will be announced. I'm hearing April. I just think it's a great great battle.
Paulie Malignaggi breaks down the fight from a brutally honest perspective. He argues that while Wilder versus Usyk would have been headline-grabbing, it likely wouldn't have delivered the drama or heart this matchup promises. Both Chisora and Wilder may be past their prime, but each still fights with heart, character, and a puncher's instinct. Malignaggi notes that Derek's experience and resilience give him a real shot. He could exploit Wilder's recent decline. This isn't a mismatch. It's a battle of veteran instincts, courage, and legacy. Fans shouldn't underestimate Chisora. He has the skill, the conditioning, and the determination to shock Wilder and remind the boxing world why he remains a dangerous, headline-worthy heavyweight.
Deal now is dropped, so he's come back home.
So, will this happen on a Queensbury card? Frank Warren, obviously you're here with the IBA, they're putting on big shows. Where can that happen?
It will happen, yeah. Whoever wants to put it on.
Liam Goff highlights the behind-the-scenes unpredictability of fight arrangements. The Wilder vs. Chisora bout almost fell apart despite plans for a London showdown, showing how fragile even the biggest matchups can be before a press conference. Goff explains that delays, miscommunications, and contractual uncertainty can create chaos, but the fight eventually finds its way. This clip underscores how the business side of boxing shapes the story just as much as the action in the ring. The drama off the canvas builds tension and intrigue, reminding fans that every major fight is a delicate balancing act, requiring strategy, negotiation, and a little luck before it even touches gloves.
Wilder versus Chisora, and it was going to happen in London, and that a press conference was imminent. Now, I text one of my contacts, and that would be in the zone because I just assumed it would be on the zone. And he was like, "No, I don't think about it." And I was like, "Okay, that's weird." Like they're reporting a press.
Sergio Mora breaks down why Chisora versus Wilder is the fight fans want. Wilder's raw power meets Chisora's experience, creating a classic clash of styles. Mora points out that while Usyk versus Wilder might make sense on paper, it lacks drama. Chisora offers a narrative steeped in history, veteran grit, and punching pedigree. Wilder carries the knockout potential, but Chisora has faced the best and survived, making him uniquely equipped for this bout. This matchup isn't just about skill, it's about momentum, timing, and legacy. Fans can expect calculated aggression, high stakes, and explosive moments. Mora nails it. This is a fight designed to thrill, test limits, and create unforgettable moments in the heavyweight division.
What do you think of Wilder versus Chisora?
I love that fight. It makes more sense than Wilder and Usyk. I think we had a topic saying that Usyk was going to fight Wilder. I'm like, for what? I go, he should be fighting someone that's already on his side, where he's lost or he already's been knocked out, that has a name but is not at the top level. And Derek Chisora fits all those boxes, even though he is on a 3-fight win streak. Chisora has fought all the big names, have come up short, similar to Wilder. Wilder has that punch.
EMGM Sports emphasizes the financial and career significance of this fight for Chisora. His 50th bout isn't merely symbolic, it's a chance to cash in on peak marketability while still proving his worth in the ring. Facing a high-profile opponent like Wilder ensures massive exposure, career-defining moments, and a payday that matches his veteran status. Chisora is coming in sharp, hungry, and prepared to show fans he still belongs among boxing's top heavyweights. This isn't just a fight, it's a masterclass in timing, strategy, and maximizing opportunity. Both fighters have history, power, and pride on the line, making this one of the most compelling matchups of the year.
Derek Chisora can fight another big name for his 50th fight. He's going to make a lot of money. And you know what? Yeah, guy on current form, I will back Del Boy to go in there and smoke Deontay Wilder, man.
Adam Smith hypes the matchup as a perfect storm of veteran power and seasoned strategy. Both Wilder and Chisora are past their peaks, but that only adds to the drama. These men know the stakes. They've felt the highs and lows of boxing careers, and they bring that experience to every punch. Smith highlights the explosive potential, power, endurance, and tactical awareness collide in a fight fans have been waiting for. The stakes aren't just about victory, they're about legacy, proving longevity, and leaving a mark in the heavyweight division. With both fighters willing to exchange fire and risk everything, this is more than a bout. It's a celebration of pure, unfiltered heavyweight boxing.